Hi everybody, it's Laura. I am back at home and I'm going to do a little haul video for you today. I was away for 10 days. I went on vacation to visit my dad in Atlanta where I did a haul video for you guys. And then Lord and I also went to visit his sister in North Carolina, his sisters and their kids and his whole family. So we went to visit them. Naturally, in all the places, we went thrift store shopping. Both Lord and I love doing it, and his families know that. Our families know that, so that's how they kept us entertained a lot. So I have a bunch of stuff from there that I need to show you guys this week. Lord and I went thrift shopping when we came home. So, and I actually have some stuff that I got before we left that I didn't ever do a haul on. So I'm going to do all sorts of stuff for you. Not today. I'm going to spread it out during the week because I am going on a sourcing hiatus. I need to cut off the buying once again. While I was away, I did an auction in my eBay store, which is an idea that I absolutely stole from State's Place. And because I was away for 10 days, I did a 10-day auction, but I had about 280 items in eBay. So I spread the auctions out a little bit. I started with some 10 days. A day or two later, I did some more 10-day auctions. Then I did some 7 days and some 5 and 3. And I sort of spread them out so that, today and yesterday and Friday, I had so much shipping to do, which was great. I also, in my Etsy store, did a 25% off sale to encourage some activity while I was gone. So I had a lot of stuff going on. My shops were not dead while I was away, which I was happy about, but I haven't been able to catch up with any listing whatsoever since we came back. I am going to since I had to ship everything, I've got all this stuff gone. I have some totes full of inventory, and I'm going to use this opportunity to go through the inventory and just make sure that everything in the totes is documented. It's not something that I've done before, and I never felt like I had to do it. Sorry, I'm trying to pull up chat just in case anything happens. This always makes a ton of noise when I turn it on. Yeah, okay. So, I've never felt the need to do inventory before because I used to not even note where things were. I just kind of knew. And then I started losing things. So I had to document what specific inventory location they were in. And that's been working really well. But now what I've noticed is because I do my inventory sort of in bulk, I'll list a whole bunch of stuff and I will be putting things into inventory like 20, 30 things at a time. So I think sometimes I just get on a roll and I will put something into one of the tote bins, but not document it. So I've had that happen a couple of times. So I figure while these totes are all kind of half empty before I start listing and filling them up again, I should go through and do an inventory of them. And I had these grand schemes of doing that tonight. That's not happening. I still have about 7 or 8 items that I need to prepare for shipping, 2 of which I have to find. But do that sometime this week. So no sourcing for me for the time being. I do have to get busy listing because I want my stores to pick back up. I've made some really nice progress at eBay by doing the auctions, and I may start doing some of those more frequently. So, and Etsy stayed pretty nice and busy, so I want to keep that up. But anyway, let's get down to the real business. I know why you're here. That's why I'm here. I don't think I showed you guys this stuff. I'm going to show it to you again anyway, even if I did. So I had gone, where did I get this stuff? I don't even remember. I think at a Goodwill. I did. I went down to my dad's New Jersey house before vacation, and I stopped at a Goodwill on the way. So I got some stuff there. So the first thing that I will show you is this sweater. It's cute. Like now that I'm home and seeing it, I'm like, meh, it's okay. But it's, I got a cat on my lap, of course. All right. So it's got these pretty little bow things. This is what the tag looks like. I'm guessing this is like 70s, 80s-ish, I guess, the little puffy sleeves. The back is, the sleeves are fancy on the back, but the back itself is plain. But it's a nice little basic top. It's probably, I can't remember exactly what it cost. It was Goodwill, so it was probably like $5 or $6. So, and I will probably list it. I'm probably going to do 20, 25 on that, something in that range. Let's see. This is cute. I think this is a little girl's dress. But look at it. No, I do not do kids' clothes. And I know that in one of these hauls somewhere, there is another child's item of clothing that was really cute. I don't look for kids' clothes. This I found because it was hanging in with the women's dresses. So obviously it's not a woman's dress. But look at how adorable this is, right? With the cross stitch. And I'm trying to think if there was, no, there's no smocking. But, you know, it's got little puppy sleeves. The back is just the back. It is missing one of these guys. So it's got one on this side, but not on the other. So sad. And the tag is super adorable. Super adorable. Jelly Bean is really trying hard to stay in my lap, even though it's not really a lap at the moment. All right, Louise Originals is the tag. Sorry, there it is. Isn't that cute? Ah. So I have to figure out what to sell this for. I have no idea. I don't remember what I paid. I don't know what to sell it for, but it was too adorable not to get. So I got it. Let's see. This is a Free People top that maybe I'll put it on Poshmark. I had to put my Poshmark shop on vacation while I was gone. So that was dormant, and I've reactivated it, but nothing is happening there, and I should do some shares and stuff. So this is a nice little sort of embroidered look. This is a Free People tag I don't see very often. I don't think it means anything, but you know. It's cute. Again, probably about $6, and I'll list it for at least around 20. We'll see. You know, Poshmark sometimes can be lower. All right, what is, oh, I remember what this, I already forgot what this even was. Listen, we're not fighting, please. Thank you. All right. This is, so I think you guys, if you've watched my other videos, you know that I took a trip to Anthropologie and Free People a few weeks ago, just to sort of reacquaint myself with what their tags look like, and Anthropologie specifically, what kind of brands they carry, because, you know, their tags don't say Anthropologie, they're other brands, like, you know, Sleeping in Snow and Odile and all those kind of things. So I went to see what other brands they were, and I happened to find this one brand that they've been carrying called Holding Horses. And so I think if I hadn't gone and seen that, I wouldn't have recognized that this was an Anthro piece. I might have looked at it, but I mean, so this is a tunic style dress. This is an extra small petite size. I feel like this would be sort of big. I mean, it's obviously meant to be very loose and flowy. I had seen this on eBay going for around $65. My hesitation with it is that some of the reviews from Anthropologie were that it was uncomfortable to wear because this dress has these metallic threads through it, and apparently those make it really itchy. So people didn't like wearing it. So I'll see. I don't know how I'm going to handle that yet. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to mention that in the listing. I don't know if I'll list it for a lower price. We'll see. I have to look up again. I looked up the value on this before I went on vacation. So I probably paid about $10 for this dress, and I'll be able to sell it for, I'm hoping around 60 would be nice. Like I said, I'll look it up again and see if the comps are still kind of the same. These are awesome. Oh my God. So these are legit vintage pants. I think that they are either, I didn't measure them yet, but they're super tiny. What's happening here? There's like a pocket. Oh, their Goodwill tag is holding the pocket up. All right. They're super tiny. So they're either kids or like, I don't even think that these, maybe they're like juniors size, but we'll see. So, but they're awesome. So the plaid, I mean, number one. Number two, sort of this bell-bottomy look, which I think it's fantastic. Come on, pants, cooperate. There. And then, I don't know if there was a tag inside. Oh, there is. It's a very janky. All right, I'll show you the tag on the back because the one on the outside is inside is stupid. I don't even know what that is. Is that a rooster person? I don't know. The tag inside is a little just chewed up. It just says machine wash. It's not very exciting. So these are really cool though. So I'm gonna have to measure them and figure out if I'm listing them as juniors or kids, but they're so awesome. So that was my mini haul from before I went on vacation. So let me put these away so that no one tries to make a bet on them, because that's what we like to do. We're not done. I have more stuff for you though. So I'm not doing a haul for any of this stuff that I got while I was on vacation. I'm waiting for one shipment to come. We took the stuff we bought in Georgia with my dad. He very graciously is shipping up to us. The stuff we got in North Carolina, we decided to take on the plane rather than ship it because shipping was going to be expensive. So, but that's all still in a box. So this is some stuff I got at Unique Thrift on Friday. First is this lovely Pyrex bowl. It's disgusting because it's filthy, right? Look at it, grody. It was 50% off day. So I paid $2 for this bowl. And even though it's grimy and disgusting, the paint itself looks like it's in nice, shiny condition. So that's good. So we'll see. I may also have, look at the bottom. It's so gross. Barkeeper's Friend gets that right off. It's magical. I love it. It, it like removes any of the actual work, which is nice. You put it on, it wipes right off. It's beautiful. Anyway, I have somebody in my vintage group who's interested in this. So I have to remember the pricing. I had looked up online for this. These were going for more than I expected them to. And I had also looked up the 444. This is a 443 size. I had looked up the next size up, which is a 444, and it's all teal with the white pattern. And I want to say the 444 was going for about 25 bucks. This one might have been going for like 20. If I sell it to my friend in the vintage group, it's going to go for less than, I'm going to give her a better deal on that. But I wanted to make sure it cleaned up nicely first. So I'll see. I was looking at the two together because I was, I know that I have a larger 444. I was thinking about pairing them together, but, I have an interested party, so we'll go with that. This is a sheet. It is Nightmare Before Christmas. And I think that I can't remember. I think there is a tag on this that literally says Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah. So this is a popular movie if you're not familiar. And I had gotten a pillowcase from one of these sheet sets a while back that I ended up selling on eBay for like 20 or 22 bucks. I had it listed for 22. I can't remember if I took a best offer or, I didn't do a sale. So it may have gone for a little bit less than that, but it went minimum of 15 bucks. I had it for a little while longer than I thought I would. But that was good. So, and another one of my vintage friends, even though this really isn't vintage, I don't think. If it is, it's like 90s vintage. But she had said that, people love Nightmare Before Christmas. So I picked this up. It was a little more than I wanted to pay. It was $3.50. But I thought it was cool. And I have no idea what size it is because the tag does not say. So I'm going to have to, I literally have not unfolded this yet. So we'll have to see. Also in the sheet section that day, this is really nifty. I don't know what the deal is with these because they have a very vintage style to them. They look way too crisp and neat to actually be vintage. They're 100% cotton. These are pillowcases. So that's the one end, that's the other. And I'll show you like this. All right. Cute little umbrellas with the flowers. This says so this was $1.50 for the two pillowcases together. The edging on this, it's not really like, see, this is weird. So this is the one edge is just sort of this like unfinished, whatever, it's not raw, but it's not seamed. And then it's got this, flappy guy on the second edge. And I don't feel like that was something that they did until later. But it's obviously a very vintage looking set. So that was appealing for me, especially. I can't ever use something like this because of my delightful cat Elvis, who is my favorite cat in the world. But his jaw is messed up, and so he drools sometimes, and his drool will actually stain the sheets. So I don't use anything anything this nice does not get to stay in my house. But these are, I think it's a sheet. Look at that. How amazing is that? Phenomenal. And this does have some sort of, oh, there's some yellowing on it. That's very sad. I don't know if you can see it. Down along here, there's some yellowing where it was folded, and it looks like this is a little more yellow than the rest, but it's still in really gorgeous condition. Let's see. I want to show you the tag because it's also sort of supportive of the fact that this is likely not a vintage item. I can't, there it is. But if anybody happens to be familiar with something like this, let me know. That'd be awesome. So Royal, and it's made in Brazil, I think it said. And then on the back is where it said it's 100% cotton, which is nice because it's kind of stiff. It doesn't really feel like cotton right now. So anyway, those are really cool. This sheet itself was $3.50. So I don't know what I'm going to sell it for. I just bought it because it was so cool looking. Look at that. I love that. And I don't typically sell on Facebook. There are some linens groups on Facebook. I may try it in there. We'll see. All the groups have different rules, and I can't keep track, and I don't remember what I listed where, and it's a lot. So this is a very 80s bustier dress, and it's got like this ruffly pleaty guy stuff down here. So this is a fun little number. This was $7.50. So, you know, but it was cute. It's got the smocked back, which is the elastics in really nice shape. So this is very cute and sort of tiny. It's a great sort of prom dress thing. It's a great summer dress. It's cotton, feels like cotton at least. So that'll be fun. Very tropical. Those kids love the 80s these days. All right, this thing is just neat. I saw this. It was hanging up with the dresses. And I mean, it looked like it. The reason I noticed it was because the fabric feels substantial. It had a nice feel to it. So I thought it was something quality. But it's pants, like these wide-legged pant thing. And it's like a one-piece jumpsuit. So, you know, I was like, I'm always excited by jumpsuits because they're popular and I just think it's fun. So it was $8, so I paid $4 because it was 50% off day. The tag is Junonia, and I can't really show you because I've got this thing in the way and they right in the middle. But apparently this is, the size on this is a 1X. And Junonia, I guess, they make plus size women's clothing. I can't remember if it was all workout gear, but they definitely make workout gear. So that's what this is. And I thought it was a fun piece. I also cannot remember what I saw sold at, but I just thought it was neat to get. I don't get a lot of plus size clothing. I feel like I'm not very good at picking it up. Sometimes I feel like the stuff that I see is just crappy. So I don't get it, but you know, this I thought was really neat. So I picked that up. This I also liked. So I feel like this is like 80s or 90s vintage. It's funny because having been a child of the 80s and 90s, I don't feel like I recognize the vintage from there as well all the time. You know, so anyway, the name on this tag is Body Action Design. So I'll show you the label first because the label is a little older looking. It's a, you know, size small, so it's not that old. But it's a dress, and it's just this, you know, it just reminded me sort of that 80s, 90s look. A little mock turtleneck thing, you know. I mean, it's sort of a 70s throwback, but this is not that old. So, and this was, this was $5. It was $10, but on 50% off. And it feels like maybe a cotton lycra. I don't know if it has a content tag. I do not see one. I think it's just got that brand and the size. So anyway, but I thought it was neat. I thought it would be a fun piece to put in my shop. I can't show you, and I think it is. Yeah, it's a mini dress. So yeah, I remember having dresses sort of this cut when I went off to college, which was, I started in 91, so you know, late 90s, early 90s. Oh my God, I can't, my brain. All right, this was neat. It's actually still inside out from when I bought it. That's how it was. It's lingerie, which I love. I don't find anywhere near the good lingerie that I used to find anymore. It's much more difficult for some reason. But this was pretty neat. So let's see. I think it actually goes this way. So it goes like this. And then, of course, you would tie this for some degree of modesty. Haha. I like the, let's see where my seam is. The front has this nice detail on it with the sort of panels of, not really a different color. It's almost like, it's a little bit shinier. It's so hard to see in this video, but I thought that was neat. And I think it's going to make it, it sort of gives it a slimmer look. This is the brand. It's Blanche by Ralph Montanaro. And that seems to go for some decent money on Etsy, at least. I feel like, I think I had another piece of this. I can't remember if I sold it already or not. And I want to say it's in like the $40 range. And it's, you know, a nice long sweeping skirt. So those are always fun pieces. You know, they're flattering and dramatic. And so I'll probably do that in the $40 range. I paid some money for it. I paid $3 for it. So let's see. This, stay there, stop being difficult. My pile of stuff wants to topple and I don't want it to. Okay. This is a ludicrous piece of clothing and I bought it anyway. So one of the first things I liked about it, it's Evelyn Pearson. And as you can see, it says $9.99, but I paid $5 because it was 50% off. I have a couple of pieces, have had a couple of pieces of Evelyn Pearson. I have one piece currently that I am keeping for myself. I will be wearing it as a dress. I don't know if it was meant to be like a house coat type of thing. It's long, has a zipper up the front, sort of prairie dress looking. It was very cool. And that was Evelyn Pearson. But it's the kind of thing that like maybe it was meant to wear at home, but you could still be seen by like the mailman if they came, whatever. I don't know. I had another thing that I had sold that was a great skort one-piece item. It was amazing. And it had a giant rooster on it. It was fantastic. And I feel like I have something else by her, but I don't remember. But anyway, this thing, I think it's 80s just because of the it's got shoulder pads, right? See, it's red. I'm just going to show it to you because I can't describe this. It's red and it is a jumpsuit. It's the most shapeless jumpsuit. Like it obviously needs a belt to do anything useful. It does not have belt loops. It has it does have though this guy here. Look at that. You can't tell what that is. That is it's a belt loop, but it's like part of the pocket. It's the top of the pocket. And it seems to only be on the front. So whatever was supposed to be with that is missing. So I don't know, but it's pretty cool. And I can see this as like a great, like Rosie the Riveter type of costume thing. Very pin-up-y-ish, in that if done properly. Obviously not in the shapeless mess that it is right now, but it's cute. So I have no idea what I'm going to try and sell that for. I mean, at least I don't think I would have a problem getting 20 or 25 bucks for it. I'll look it up and see if I could get more, but it was just a fun piece. Then I have this, more fun. So this is a cute dress, tropical style. I don't know if it's exactly wiggle, but it's a slim fitted dress. It's got some smocking on the back to help with fit. This is a modern reproduction company that does a lot of reproduction pinup type stuff. Hell Bunny Vixen is the brand, and you can see it says that it was 15 bucks. I paid $7.50. It's a size medium, which is decent. It's in really nice condition. Ooh, yes. I was gonna say, it seems like it's never been worn, and then I just saw this inside, so it has not, I would imagine, ever been worn. So I'm gonna put this up, try and get this up this week because we've got Viva Las Vegas, which if you are not familiar, you should be. Viva Las Vegas is like a convention, I guess, in Las Vegas, obviously, every year for like pinup and rockabilly. And so they all go and have fun there. And the ladies dress up. Look, it's got this cute little bow thing and this little, I wanted to show you that cute detail. That's the skirt, by the way, which you can't tell because of the way I'm holding this dress. It's insane. Anyway, Viva Las Vegas is coming up, and this would do well for that, I think. It's also just a popular brand in general. So $7.50, again, I can do this for 25, 30 bucks with no problem. So, and I would do that either on eBay. I could try Poshmark. We'll see. I don't know. And then this last thing that I picked up is, if it's vintage, it's a 90s vintage. It's Tommy Hilfiger, and it is a Hawaiian shirt. I paid $5 for it. I hesitated because, here's the back. I love Hawaiian shirts. I love vintage Hawaiian shirts, and I love selling those. This is kind of a boring looking Hawaiian shirt, in my opinion. I like the really obnoxious, colorful patterned floral ones. So this wasn't very thrilling in that sense, but I knew my friend Kayla with Hazel Hearts Vintage had posted something on Instagram not that long ago showing some Tommy Hilfiger items that she bought. And the label on them looked similar to this one with the sort of color block, white and red. So I thought, okay, maybe that's sort of what I know some Tommy Hilfiger is very desirable, others is not. I haven't really researched it a whole lot yet. But I thought that was at least a starting point. So I found this, and I had asked Kayla if she thought it was worthwhile. She said that it could be, that it may be vintage, but that the stuff that does really well with Tommy Hilfiger is where the logo is sort of on the outside of the clothing. So like jeans with a big tag on the back, or maybe the shirt has a, but that's okay. Even just as a basic Hawaiian shirt, Tommy Hilfiger, I'll still be able to sell this again, like 20, 25 bucks with no problem. And this is a decent size. It's an extra large, I think. Yeah. And so on eBay, it's always sort of a general safe bet that if it's a larger sized item, it's going to be easy to sell. So that was all from my first haul. I have so much stuff that I want to try and do for you guys this week. I actually am going to try something new with my videos. I found my old iPhone, and I think that the camera on that is better than this one, ironically. So I may try and do that. That camera, that phone was just dead today, which reminded me of why I stopped using that, because the battery was dying way too quickly. But since it's not my phone that I'm using anymore, I can delete everything from it and then just have it to do YouTube videos. My dad also thinks that he has a webcam at his New Jersey house. I haven't been able to locate it yet, but we'll see if I can find that. So hopefully I'll be able to kind of improve the quality of these videos for you guys a little bit. But I will continue to do them. I have at least, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I easily have 4 more haul videos just of the stuff that I have here, plus the stuff that my dad is sending. I got a lot of stuff. So I've got to lay off the sourcing. I got to get some inventory done. Definitely get some listing done, get some selling done, get some stuff out of here. And I've been working on some techniques, I guess, to try and train myself to be better about this. So my daily sales goals every day, I write down what I've purchased, not what I purchased. I write down what I sold, where it sold, and I keep track of that. And I set goals for myself, daily sales goals, weekly sales goals. I also started something on Instagram where I am posting my eBay and Etsy stats every single day for the month of March. My stats are not particularly impressive. If you are a reseller, I think that the value that my videos can provide you, besides entertainment value of look at the shit I bought, you know, you can look at me as someone who, I'm not this rock star reseller. I'm not making $10,000 a month, but I am trying to grow my own business. And so you can look at somebody who is learning. I think I talk about my learning experiences a lot. The auction thing this past week was fantastic. I really don't ever do auctions because I don't like things to go for low dollar value. So I try to start the auctions where I want my price to be, minimum. And I also typically tend to do auctions on things that I think are going to go for a lot of money. What I learned from this experience was, you know, I was doing it to keep my shop afloat and not have to change my handling times. So I didn't have to change my handle times. I was able to keep my shop up and there was activity there, which was nice. Because I spaced out my posting, I had listings going on while I was on vacation, which was also nice. But I did sell a lot of things for $5 plus shipping. I mean, I did charge shipping on everything except a couple things accidentally I did not, which was annoying, but at least they were like t-shirts, so it wasn't too bad. But I sold a lot of things for $5, $10, $15, some $25. But what was really amazing was that my eBay stats, right before I went on vacation, I had finally reached $3,000 for my 60-day period. And if you're not familiar, what that means is that during the previous 60 days, I had made $3,000 in sales. That is not profit. That is before fees. That's before my expenses. $3,000 in sales. What I don't know is if it includes shipping charges. Like if you charge somebody shipping, if that shipping charge is included in the 3,000. But anyway, I just hit 3,000. That was the first time I had done it. And I was nervous because I was going on vacation. And I was like, you know, while I'm away, my numbers are going to fall. And they did. They went down. But what I was hoping was that with the auctions, I would be able to sort of keep things afloat a little bit. And also, once I returned, I wanted to prove to myself that I can get my numbers back up again. So my numbers did fall, and I was posting those numbers daily. I know that they went at least to 2,800. I think they may have gone down to 2,700 while I was away. But as of today, they were back up to like 3,500, which was even higher than what it was before I left. And that was because of the auctions. And so as the auctions were coming to fruition and things were finally, you know, completing, I'm watching this number go up. And, you know, when you're auctioning things and they're going for $20, you know, Nicole State says it all the time. She's like, I love $20. And, you know, I love $20 too, but it doesn't seem like, you know, especially it sold for $20, but maybe I spent $5 on it. So it sold for 15 and then I'm, you know, and then I've paid fees. So maybe I'm getting $10 out of that, you know? But it adds up. I mean, all of them together. And so that's a lesson I learned this week, is that auctions have more value than I give them credit for. I have so many things that sat around here for so long. I don't like to redonate items because I feel like the items that I have are still items that I would purchase today, mostly. There are some things that I make bad decisions on. I still make bad decisions sometimes. But, you know, I can make a case for being able to sell almost everything that I have here. So, you know, I try not to redonate too much stuff, especially because I'm still sourcing, I'm still purchasing. So why am I going to give somebody my stuff and then buy more stuff when I should just be listing it, you know? So I need to sort of retrain my brain to recognize the rewards differently. I look at the shopping as a reward, as a thing that makes me feel good, and it does. It's awesome. It's great to find stuff. I need to make my brain recognize that selling things is the reward. That's the fun part. So, you know, I'm trying to do that. And hopefully by posting my goals, making them public so that I can show people, you know, not everyone doing this is making $10,000 a month, but you can increase your sales. You can do better. You can motivate yourself. So showing other people that, but also proving it to myself and trying to remember, like every day that I look at the numbers that I sell helps to motivate me to do better with that. I am on a little bit of a downswing right now because after coming home from vacation, I suddenly had all this stuff I had to ship out. So, you know, I had my Etsy shop had like 30 items just in Etsy, and eBay, I can't even tell you because I kept, yeah, you know, just today I packed like 35 things from eBay, and we already dropped a bunch off. My Laura dropped a bunch off at the post office for me this morning. I dropped stuff off on Saturday. We dropped stuff off on Friday, I think. So, you know, it was a lot. And doing all of that, I haven't kept track with my sales goals because it was just too fast paced. Like I have to sit down and look at it. But looking at those numbers every day is great for me because it's concrete. I always feel like, oh, I didn't really sell that much. And then I sit down and do my sales goals, and maybe I sold $100, which still not a lot, but it's better than like the 30 that I thought I did. And the same thing with listing. I think I didn't really list that many items today. And then I'll sit down and it's like, well, you listed 7. I mean, you know, you thought you did 3, but you did 7. So trying to motivate myself that way. So while I do my haul videos this week, I'm also going to, you know, talk to you guys a little bit about what's been working for me and about the things that I need to work on. And hopefully that helps inspire you, or you can relate to some of it, or you can look at me and go, oh my God, thank God, at least I'm not that bad, right? I mean, if nothing else. So anyway, that's it. I do have Cat on my lap today. I know you guys love the cat updates in the videos, don't you? Elvis is sitting on my lap currently. I don't know if I can. Oh, there he is. Hi, Bubba. Hey. He doesn't care. He's not trying to say hello to anybody. Are you? Nope. He just sits there. You know, what are you gonna do? Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I will see you all again 47 more times this week. Okay? Thank you. Bye.